What's up, guys? Oh, for the love of all things holy. Oh, Sophia, are you here? I like totally saw the review that you left for me on Hypsee. That was so fucking cute. It seriously was, though. That was so sweet. I don't know if she's still here. What's going on, you guys? My shirt is it? What's wrong with it? Is it okay? Does it look bad? Don't make me self-conscious. I think I look nice. What's up, you guys? Welcome. How are you? I'm actually excited to be here. I'm on like no sleep. I just could not sleep for the life of me for whatever reason. What's up, Birdie? What's up, Jasmine? I've been having the worst time trying to sleep. Like they're like, oh, Venus is gonna go into your 12th house and you're gonna sleep like a log. Bitch, where? Not at all, to be honest. Anyway, one thing I am excited to announce. What's up, Michaela? I'm excited to see you too. One thing I am excited to announce. I still have my V-Day things up, by the way. Clearly. I am excited to announce that memberships are back. I'm gonna do it a little bit different though. I'm going to do it when I feel called to do it. I'm not gonna promise like, oh, 27 videos in a month. Like, no, I'm not doing that. That was crazy. Do you guys know what that was like on top of, like, having a normal life, which I've never had, but trying to have a normal life on top of, trying to work on my writing and trying to stay working out and, with the kids and all of that. No, can't do it. Sorry, never gonna do it. I kept the subscription or the memberships at $4.99. What I decided to start doing was making shorts, and then I'm gonna do extendeds to those shorts. So if you feel like you resonate with an extended, then you can just go ahead and sign up. It's freaking $5 down the shitter, no big deal, right? So I'm excited about that. I'm just gonna do it when I feel called to do it, and that's how we're gonna do it. That's how I'm gonna do it, okay? And you guys will follow suit. Welcome to All Signs. We're going to take a look at somebody who's on your mind. Does it have to be a lover? Not necessarily. No, it doesn't. It can literally be anybody. It can be an ex, it can be a boss, it can be a parent, it can be a child, whatever, right? But it is basically, I really love doing these because it feels like the psychology behind something, it's just like my favorite. I love doing those. So we're gonna see who this person portrays themselves to be versus who they truly are and their intentions with you. And of course, I'm gonna pull advice messages. Okay. If you guys do want to book a super chat question, you guys can go to hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. Okay. Let me make sure I put that right up here. Of course, now I'm wearing white so nobody can see it. But if you don't want to type out the link, then you can just click the pinned comment in the chat. Okay. You do know that not all countries have access to or purchase membership/super chats? No. No, I did not. I did not know that. Oh my god, Jamara. That's how my frickin' daughter was when she was younger. She's still a little adrenaline junkie. She was a Leo rising Sag. She's a Leo rising Sag sun, Taurus moon. Crazy wild roller coasters, speed. You know. She's very much that way. I did not know that. Wait, so only certain countries can do memberships? Wait, are you talking about like on YouTube? Well, I believe that Hypsee allows all super chat questions. So, yay, right? Yeah, it's that fire energy. You never slept. I didn't sleep well. I haven't been sleeping well for the past couple of weeks now. It just hasn't I have not been able to sleep well. Even when I've like gotten to bed really, really early. So, yeah. Okay, I have to turn off this heater. Hold on. I got to turn off the heater. Okay. Haven't slept since the full moon. That full moon was gross. That full moon was so gross. I mean, there were some good things with it too, but it was really gross. Absolutely 0 out of 10. Don't recommend. That full moon was disgusting. We're gonna do these cards. I've been really liking these cards lately. Can Az play Ethel Kane? Like, I still woke up at 8 o'clock this morning, but I was just so freaking tired. I tried to take a nap and anyway, so I don't know what's going on. So once again, guys, welcome to All Signs. Who are they really? We're going to take a look at a person on your mind, whether it's lover or otherwise. We're going to take a look at how they're portraying themselves, who they truly are, and their intentions with you. Make sure to check for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements, being that these are general readings. If you want to book a personal reading, then you can visit violettaalexis.com. If you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. Oh my God, Michaela, I'm so sorry. Are you ready for the snow? No, I'm not. I'm definitely not ready for no damn snow. I'm not like, snow's pretty, but it's not, who cares? All right, let's see here. What's up, Soul Catcher? Oh, are you okay? I hope you're okay. The hell? I really hope you're okay. Thanks, Dark Matter. Hey, Sean. Sean, thanks for the love. What's up, Courtney B? I'm sure you do too. Just like, bitch, I'm in here with my period stained sweatpants on tonight. What the hell are you talking about? We all had him at one point in our lives, haven't we, ladies? I'm just messing with you, Courtney. Okay. Thanks, Indigo. Love you, Jasmine. All right, let's do one more here. Super chat questions at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. For that link, just click the pinned comment in the chat. TMIV, whatever. I'm just going to be myself. I really have to, like, I noticed that I was just talking about this like last week, how I really have an issue sometimes with just being myself out of a fear of being ostracized or judged or not fitting in or something like that. Like, and it is so feeling like you are constantly having to contort yourself for people, even though like nobody asked you to, right? But I noticed that when I'm myself, either people absolutely just love me or they're like, who the fuck does she think she is? Or like, gross, or whatever. And so I felt like I had to, the South Node in Libra, right? But I felt like I had to distort myself in order to fit in or something. And sometimes I'm just gotta let it fly. You know what I mean? What's up, Empress? How you doing? Not the dandelion seeds. Smarty pants. That's classic, especially among people who become performers. Yeah. I just, you know what? The most successful I had ever been in my life is when I didn't care. Honestly, it was truly when I did not give a fuck. Like, honestly. Thank you, Empress. I appreciate that. What's up, Allie? Real. I never feel like I can be my authentic self, which is sad because I think I'm great. If you think you're great, then why not just be that? You know what I mean? Why not just be that? Because the thing, what I realized about trying to contort myself to fit somebody else's expectation of what I should be ended up attracting completely inauthentic people to who I really was and who I truly am. And it also attracts a lot of manipulators because if you're willing to contort yourself for others in order to fit their desired perspective of you, then they're going to be able to make you do anything, right? So I really found that doing that has not benefited me almost ever. Now, there's a time and a place, right? Now, like sometimes you kind of got to conform, right? If you're at the White House, well, let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about what I would do right now. I was at the White House, take a big dump right in the Oval Office. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry, but there's a time and a place, right? If we're at a fancy dinner, we're not flashing our boobs, right? But you know. What's up, Tom? It's so nice to see you here. All right, so let's do it, guys. Let's see. Everybody hit the thumbs up button. Memberships are back. Exactly, Tom. See, when you want to see, that's why you need to have like a solid person that you talk to every couple of days, where you know that it doesn't matter what you say in front of them, that they're always going to love you. Like me and my best friend, like he has said some things that have been truly alarming, where I'm like, no, no, don't do that. Right? But we can say this to one another because I know he will unconditionally love me and I unconditionally love him, and that's it. That's it. And to have that kind of love with somebody, whether it's platonic or romantic, is so rare. I don't think I've ever experienced unconditional love in my life. I really just don't. I really don't. Certainly not from any men that I've dated ever or women that I've dated. I've never experienced that. Thanks. I appreciate that, rose flower. What's up, Power of the P? Oh, look at that, Power of the P. All right. All right, guys, let's go ahead and see the person that's on your mind. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it certainly can be. I got to get me one of those. Oh my God, he's the best. I love my best friend. He is everything, honestly. I'm so lucky. And this is the thing, guys, is I swear then we're gonna do this, but that's the thing is like when I was a live streamer and that's all I did was just like talk and drink for a living, okay? And I did very, very well. But like honestly, I can truly say that walking out of that, I have gained maybe 3 solid people out of those thousands and thousands. I had like 135K on the other platform. Out of all those thousands, I got like 3 solid ones. So it's so rare, you know? It's so rare to get that. Uh, well, of course, my daughter is like, that's a given, you know what I mean? But people that are not my blood, you know what I mean? All right, we need to play some Ethel Kane. I'm in it. I'm thinking maybe a little bit of Gibson Girl. You know what I'm saying? Ah, yes. I think we need a little bit of Gibson Girl. We're going to put it in the right now. I'm just going to put it in the Sad Girls Die Softly playlist. Okay, but I'm going to have to switch that up because that doesn't really go there. That might go in the Dead Girl Diaries, but that Dead Girl Diaries playlist is crap. I need to I need to really work on that because it makes me so much money. Okay. All right. All right. Love it. Let's feel sexy, you know what I mean? Resonating with the unconditional love my bio mom attempted to. I can't imagine the psychological trauma that goes with that. That's awful. I'm so sorry. Ugh, that's just terrible. Why are people so terrible? I'm so sorry, Empress. Nobody should ever have to go through that, baby. I'm certainly thinking of you. I have a good friend that I chat with. Where Tom, what I was like right in the middle of reading. Tom, what's going on, buddy? Come on, talk to me. You okay? You good? Why'd you retract that message, dog? I was like right in the middle of reading it, just like disappeared. All right, so I really, really love that song, Gibson Girl. Okay, so let's do it, guys. Absolutely, Empress. Why'd you delete that? What's going on? Are you guys like okay? Oh, she did that because of privacy reasons, I would imagine. Okay, let's see here. Let me see. All right, cool. We got that all situated. Let's go ahead and look at Aries. Okay, Aries, how are you? Let's go ahead and take a look at the person on your mind, whether it's a lover or otherwise. We're going to take a look at how they're going to be presenting themselves for the rest of February, and then who they truly are on the inside, and then their intent with you. Then we're going to pull an oracle card. So let's go ahead and take a look. The Justice in reverse for how they're portraying themselves, who they truly are. The Nine of Swords in reverse. Their intention with you is the Knight of Cups in reverse. Let's see that Justice in reverse first. Ooh. All righty. We got a bleeder. What's up, Memphis? How you doing, baby? What's up, Cassie? Yikes. Okay. So, honestly, even if this is a good person, they don't really seem to be particularly showing that. If anything, for the rest of February, if this person is a bit of a manipulator, or if they are somebody who doesn't give you what it is that you're worth, or if there's somebody who has no problem being unkind, or somebody being unjust or treating you unfairly, I don't think this is somebody who's necessarily going to be hiding it. It's going to be very apparent. And to me, it makes me feel like they're holding a grudge, is what I'm getting with that Ten of Swords in reverse. It feels like they're holding a bit of a grudge towards you because they can't get over something. Now, they may have felt like you've treated them unfairly as well. So for some of my Aries, if you've treated someone unfairly, then they could be showing that back to you in some way. It's giving very like revenge. It's giving very like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but like instead of Angelina Jolie, it's like Jennifer Aniston, and instead of Brad Pitt, it's like Zach Galifianakis. Like, right? Um, mm, the Nine of Swords in reverse with the Eight of Cups for who this person truly is. Give me an extra one. Oof. What's up, Goldie? No. So who is this person really? Right, Aries? This is somebody who's incredibly insecure, but they're insecure in the way where they hype themselves up about their perceived insecurities, or they may have insecurities that they project on other people, paranoias that they project onto other people. They keep getting stuck in the past. They keep reliving the past, but the only part of the past that they refuse to relive is their part in it. And this isn't just with you. This is in general terms. And sometimes we do that, right? Sometimes we only remember the part that hurt us as opposed to the part where we hurt ourselves and other people. So, this is not coming from a place of judgment on my end. This is coming from a place of relatability. And I think we have all been here once or twice. I think that this person also, because of their past paranoias or because of their past issues that they have created or that they've endured, this is the type of person to easily misjudge a situation or you or even themselves based around their own personal experiences, which stems from that and stems from a place of paranoia. Their intention with you is the Knight of Cups in reverse with the Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. It just feels like they're rushing in. They have an intent to rush in and ask you a question or communicate something. It feels like they're trying to figure something out. They're trying to calculate something. It feels like strategic intuitively is what I'm getting, because that Eight of Pentacles is Sun in Virgo, which is mercurial, and then we have the Knight of Swords, which is Gemini, which is mercurial. And the Knight of Cups in reverse can be somebody who's not feeling up to being vulnerable. They don't want to be vulnerable, or this is the type of person who is emotionally manipulative in some way. Somebody who is, smoke and mirrors kind of deal. I don't think that they have an intent on being vulnerable with you. If anything, it feels calculated, or even the effort or the perceived effort may be quite calculated. And you think about it, right? Like we think about Mercury. Mercury's in Pisces right now. So Mercury energy, it's not necessarily dark Mercury energy, but it is foggy. It is a lot of fog. It is a lot of smoke and mirrors. It is a little, we're not, Mercury likes to get down to the nitty gritty and the details. And Pisces is like the vast ocean in the dark that you get lost in. Like, good luck, buddy. Right? It's like trying to find a nail in the bottom of the ocean. Right? And so sometimes communication may not be so direct. And not only that, but there can be a lot of misinformation happening during Mercury and Pisces. So, something to be aware of. I think it gets out of Pisces on the 4th of March, but don't quote me on that. Well, let's see your advice here. Trine. And water your garden, nourishment, body care. Do what's easiest. And I only say that for right now. Listen, baby, you got Venus in your sign. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy it, love it, marinate in it. Rub one out if you got to. I don't care. Just take care of you. Take care of you at the end of the day and focus on the Venusian side of life. Now I'm Venus ruled, baby. I got a lot of placements ruled by that Venus and Scorpio of mine, and I'm going to tell you, as a Taurus moon, there is nothing better than at the end of a very hard day sitting on my ass reading tarot cards, getting out of there, washing off my makeup, steaming my face, and exfoliating and giving myself a glycolic peel and then massaging a hyaluronic acid into my shoulders. Bitch, there's nothing like it. Do that. You know what I mean? Like, focus on that. Make things easier on yourself. So that is what I have for you, Aries. Thank you guys so much. All right, guess we're going down. If you guys want to book a super chat question during this live, then you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. You can find that as the pinned comment in the chat, or you can just click the link that I dropped in the chat right there. Okay. All right. I don't know an Aries. There is this woman at my mom's, they had a party, this big like Ireland themed kind of party, and there was this woman, and she was kind of like looking at me weird, and then her husband was just, anyway, I'm not going to talk about it, but she was so nice, and I ended up she was very offstanding to me the whole night, but then she was the one that I got along with the most. I just adored her. She was so cool, and I was like, "This bitch is a Cancer." I swear on my own life. I swear on my own life and my business. I was on my way home and I was talking to one of my friends, and I was like, "This bitch is a Cancer moon and or a Cancer rising." Went home and looked at her chart. Cancer rising, Cancer moon. Swear. Crazy as shit, dude. So cool. She was giving me that vibe, you know? I love me some Cancer energy most of the time, as long as you guys aren't being whiny little bitches. The men mostly. All right, let's go ahead and look at Taurus. All right, Taurus, how are you? Welcome. We're going to take a look at the person on your mind, whether this is a platonic or a platonic, whether it's a platonic or a romantic, whether it's a friend or a lover, whatever it may be. We're going to take a look at how this person is portraying themselves for the rest of February, who they truly are, and their intentions with you. If you want to book a super chat, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. Let's go ahead and take a look. How they're portraying themselves for the rest of February is the Two of Pentacles. Who they truly are is the Temperance. Got some Sag energy here. The Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy, that's their intent. So let's take a look at that Two of Pentacles first. Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Death in reverse. This can be somebody from the past for that Death in reverse to show up, but of course it doesn't have to be. So, you know, this can mean a few things. Now, how they're portraying themselves, or at least how you're perceiving them. Okay, this is how you're perceiving them. They seem to be pretty balanced for the most part, right? They're keeping the balls in the air, they're doing their thing, but they may be having a hard time letting go of something from the past. And I'm going to clarify, all right? I'm going to help you out, buddy. But it seems like they're having a hard time letting go of something from the past, whether it is their past debt, whether it is a past person, whether it's you, whether it's psychological changes that they need to make, financial changes that they need to make. Maybe they're having a hard time. I don't want to say budgeting because that Two of Pentacles is there. But basically there's something standing in their way of some form of change in their life. What's that Death in reverse? The Page of Wands. It's probably themselves. It's probably some kind of lack of immaturity. They could be having issues with a child in their life, potentially. I feel like this person is kind of keeping the balls in the air in some way, but there's this immature air about them. Like they're refusing to let go of some kind of grudge or manipulative behaviors or something like that, because that can be the Page of Wands in reverse. It's somebody who's super immature. It's like weird because the Four of Pentacles in reverse, like the Four of Pentacles in the upright is very conservative. It's we're keeping things to ourselves. We're the Four of Pentacles in reverse is like I'm taking the risk on what? The Death in reverse. Page of Wands in reverse. That almost feels like somebody who is intentionally manipulating a situation to get a chance with something, to get money out of you, to get something. This may be somebody who is, holding on to a grudge. They're keeping the balls in the air, but they are trying to let go of a grudge or something like that, but they're having a hard time. Now, who this person truly is, we have the Temperance, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Queen of Wands. This is a natural born leader. This is somebody who is not afraid of missed opportunities, I wanna say. The Temperance energy can be when we're content with how something has gone, where we can be content or at peace with ourselves or the opportunities that have been lost. And the Temperance is also somebody who is naturally very balanced. I think this is also somebody who has missed a lot of opportunities in their life, likely because they didn't take the lead or they weren't patient, or maybe they were too patient. But now it seems like they've learned from that in some way. So they're very confident. They're very confident in that. They're not afraid to take the lead. They're not afraid to speak their mind. Their intent with you, this feels like they want change. The Magician is about a manifestation. Could they be manifesting you? Sure, but that Hermit is there, which is making me, and the Queen of Swords in reverse is there. It's almost like they seem to be upset about something. They seem to be pretty upset about something, even thinking illogically about it. But it seems as though this person is not wanting to communicate. It's almost like they're trying to make sure that they gain the power to not do that, to not say something that they don't mean. You know what I'm saying? So like for instance, if you haven't spoken to this person in a while, they may be on the verge of texting you or calling you, and then they think about it and they're like, yeah, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that, right? And they're kind of retreating with that Hermit energy there. And that Hermit energy doesn't necessarily want to move. It's found its peace, right? In traditional Rider-Waite tarot, you see the Hermit and he's standing on a snowy hill and nothing is getting him off of that snowy hill. It's like, dude, it's cold up there. But the Hermit's like, yeah, but I found peace. I'm good, right? Even though it's like freezing its ass off, you know? That can be kind of the Hermit energy. So it seems like this person maybe is not really wanting to communicate for some reason. Your advice is South Node, karmic relationships, polarity, soul growth, conflict. Mm. So it seems like there's some kind of level of growth between you and this person happening, but only if you allow it, really, or maybe just within self. But it's telling you to let go of something, whether it's this person, whether it's a specific mind frame, whether it's old relationship habits, whatever it is, something has to change around this. There is some kind of conflict that needs to be released and let go of. Okay. So things don't get worse. But I feel like there are also patterns within self. See where you have Virgo in your chart, Taurus. Okay. Because the South Node is in Virgo right now, and that may be kind of a hint as to where things need to change for you or what things need to be exfoliated or rinsed or released. So that is what I have for you, Taurus. Thank you guys so much. If you want to book a super chat question during this live, then you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. You can find that in the pinned comment in the chat, or you can just click the link that I posted in the chat. What's up, Brooke? How you been? Nice to see you. Sean, I'm sure about that, buddy. Okay, let's see. Gemini. Gemini, how are you? Let's go ahead and take a look at the person you have on your mind, whether it's platonic or romantic. We're going to take a look at how they're portraying themselves, who they truly are, and their intentions for the rest of February. Make sure you check for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. What's up, Alexis? What state are you in? A mentally unstable one. Just kidding. Virginia. Ace of Wands in reverse for how they're portraying themselves. The Tower for who they truly are. The World for their intentions with you. Okay. Let's see that Ace of Wands in reverse. Ooh, Eight of Wands in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Nah, shit. They're not really doing anything. They seem to be delaying communication. There could be some block communication, either by you or they block you or they've already blocked you. But this person seems to be acting pretty stubborn. Now, this is how you're perceiving them. Okay, so you're seeing them as being very stubborn, or they're not communicating because they're afraid of what other people are going to think for whatever reason, or you feel like they secretly care too much what you think. You may feel like this person is easily humiliated. For some of you, I don't know why I got that, but it seems like this person may have said something or ends up saying something where they kind of put their foot in their mouth in some kind of way, which makes them take it out, put both of their feet on the ground, and shut the fuck up, essentially. So it makes me makes me feel like this person may say something that they shouldn't have or that they shouldn't be saying. But all in all, there's really no movement from this person. So if you really haven't been hearing from this person anyway, nothing's really been going on, I don't really see much changing. It's like at a standstill. You feel like they're being super stubborn with communication or in regards to what they're communicating to you. But it seems like communication is delayed or it's just simply not happening. Who this person truly is the Tower, the Five of Cups, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. Well, I guess we've all been there. Who this person is right now, like who they truly are, okay? This is somebody who has either caused a lot of chaos in their own lives and others, or they have had to kind of go with the flow with a lot of chaotic situations, potentially because of their lack of change themselves. So what I mean by that is the Tower comes in when we have needed to change, or we have needed to make a change, or we have needed to make a decision, but we constantly kept ignoring it, ignoring it, ignoring it until the whole damn thing just blows up or falls down. And so this person is somebody who really gets stuck there, who gets stuck on the things that they could have changed, that they shoulda, woulda, blah, 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 blah. And then they start to feel guilty. And then the more that they sit there and guilt trip themselves, then they go back to either self destruction or they go back thinking about those issues and wash, rinse, repeat. Their intent with you is the World, the Hierophant, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. This person may want some form of closure. Now, the thing about the World, it's not like, fuck off, bye, go die somewhere. No, that's not the World. The World is like, you know what, let's try to close out this cycle because this isn't working for us, or, let's try to figure out another way to be in this business partnership or this relationship, or let's figure something out. It seems like this person wants to commit in some way, but there's some kind of emotional fulfillment that seems to be lacking. But it's almost as if I don't want to say their logic, but their foundation that they feel like they have with you or that they intend to build with you seems to still be there. But the emotions, I'm not saying that the emotions aren't there, but some kind of emotional something or another is lacking. It's almost like, of course, I'm gonna relate this to love because it's the easiest thing to do, but it's almost like somebody who like a husband who's like, "Oh, man, the love is kinda gone," or like, maybe the passion is gone or something like that, "but I'm committed to you and I made a promise to you," or, "I said I was gonna do this business deal with you," or, whatever the case is, and so it's, like, still wanting to show up and, like, put a smile on their face, but, I don't think that I don't wanna say I don't think that they don't want to, but there's definitely something missing emotionally, you know? Like, they're not showing up as very emotionally supportive is what I wanna say. House 6 and the Void. Mm. There's something that you guys may be needing to work on when it comes to your day-to-day routine, your health, your wellness, your job, just keeping a good night's sleep, waking up at a decent time, doing your due diligence, blah, 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 right? House 6 is like our day-to-day, the things that we need to be doing, our routine. So it may be asking you for some reason to focus on that so that way you can create something else more successful. Now, house 6 also comes before, you guessed it, house 7. House 6 is where we go to work out connections. We have to kind of get through the nitty gritty, figure out what's wrong with it. What are our habits within relating to other people, or what are our personal habits that are basically stopping this from moving forward? Or does this connection stop you from keeping a healthy lifestyle, from keeping your shit together? Does it keep you from doing what it is that you need to do in some way? Like, do you find yourself just being a lazy piece of shit when you're with this person? Or, you know what I'm saying? So, things to kind of think about with that, Gemini. So thank you so much, Gemini. That's what I have for you. If you guys want to book a super chat question during this live, and then you can get it answered on this live, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. You can find that in the pinned comment in the chat, or you can just click the link in the chat. Okay, let's go ahead and do Cancer. Okay, Luke. Go find Jesus, buddy. Okay, go find Jesus. All right, Cancer, how are you? Let's go ahead and take a look at the person that's on your mind, how they're portraying themselves, who they truly are, and their intentions with you for the rest of February. Make sure that you check your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements for a full picture. The Nine of Pentacles for how they're portraying themselves. Who they truly are is the Ace of Cups. Their intent with you is the Six of Wands. Okay, let's see that Nine of Pentacles, shall we? Oh, love that. Ooh. Okay. Where are my offerings? Where are my offerings? The Nine of Pentacles, this is somebody, male or female, who is very attractive. There's somebody who's independent, kind of doing their own thing, looking good, feeling good, smelling good, enjoying their wealth or taking care of themselves, trying to enjoy the finer things in life. Now, this is how you're perceiving them. Okay. Now, with that Six of Pentacles, it makes me feel like this person is very well aware of their wealth, or that's at least how you are perceiving them. Okay. Like they're very, did I say wealth? They're very well aware of their worth. This is somebody who's not chasing anybody down. It just seems like you're seeing them as someone who's enjoying their life. Now, I will say that Queen of Cups in reverse, it looks like this is somebody who you feel like doesn't trust you very much. For some of you, if you're this Queen of Cups in reverse and their energy, this could be somebody who maybe is trying to win your trust by spending money or offering you a lot. But I feel like this is a feminine. But let's see. Who knows? Yeah, this is a feminine. Okay. So you feel like they don't trust you. You feel like they know their worth. The Ace of Cups with the Empress in reverse with the Page of Pentacles. So how they're portraying themselves, you saw as the Nine of Pentacles, which is essentially pre-Empress energy. So that's kind of like right before you hit Empress energy, right? You know your worth. You have a healthy sense of self-esteem, right? The Empress is always draped in the finest clothes, right? This is somebody who's a true lover, a true creative. The Ace of Cups is somebody who has so much love to give. The Ace of Cups is like, it overfloweth, bitch, right? Like that's the Ace of Cups. The Page of Pentacles, this person may be somebody who's a business starter or has a lot of great ideas, somebody who is really quick to learn things, to start things, to put in effort, etc. But the Empress in reverse tells me that while this person may be very beautiful, this person sometimes doesn't see it. The Empress in reverse is somebody who doubts themselves, who doubts their own beauty or their own looks or their own worth or what they bring to the table or doubts their own creativity when they really don't need to. It's that they end up doubting themselves so much that they pour into other people at their own expense because they feel like them just showing up is essentially not good enough. Does that make sense? So it's interesting because this person is full of either knowledge or love or creativity or all of the above, but they feel like that's not enough for some reason. So there could be a little bit of internal low self-esteem here. The Six of Wands with the Page of Swords and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. This person could be in the public eye for the Six of Wands to be here, but their intention slash action, they could be trying to get your attention in some kind of way. They may know that you're watching them, or they may be spying on you. They may be leaving the lines of communication open. There may be a reconciliation with that Five of Pentacles in reverse, or this is somebody who is having some level of success in their life. I thought it might be something to do with that. The Five of Pentacles in reverse can also be about like abandonment wounds. You know, once again, it's feeling like you're not enough. It seems like they're learning how to not feel that way. They're having some kind of level of success, or they have an intent to have some kind of level of success where they're healed from that, or they are healing from that. Your advice is House 12 and deep love, mother's milk, birth is a portal. Well, speaking of Empress, well, it's interesting to me because House 12 almost feels like the womb in some way. House 12 is right before the first house. It's right before, you know, it's all the gunk that we got to let go of. It's the fears that we have to face. It's the gunk that we have to transcend from. It's transcendence within itself. It's healing within itself. It's sacrifice, the sacrifices we've made, the sacrifices that we need to make. And how is that going to affect us once these planets end up transiting to our first house, right? Just is talking about the 12th house. And then this to me is talking about a sense of you nurturing yourself in some way to be able to do that, to have that ability to be able to do that, to maybe get very creative behind the scenes or something like that. But it's telling you that there's something that you're needing to heal from, something that you're needing to let go of. This can also be like mental health, self-sabotaging behaviors, things like that. That's what I have for you, Cancer. Thank you so much. I hope that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys want to book a super chat question during this live, then you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. You can click that link that I just posted in the chat. All right. Ma'am. What? What's wrong with the baby? What's wrong with the baby? It's so cute. Give him a meow. Give him a meow. Come on. Oh, she's just a baby. She's so cute. You'll regret this. I love her so much. She's just a baby. Okay. All right, party people. What's up, Alejandra? All right. Let's move on to Leo. Hello, Leo. Let's go ahead and take a look at how your person is portraying themselves, who they truly are, and their intent with you for the rest of February. Make sure that you check for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements because these are general readings. If you want to book a personal, you can do so at violettaalexis.com. So let's go ahead and see. The Chariot for how this person is portraying themselves. We got Cancer. Two of Swords in reverse for who they truly are. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse for their intent with you. You just got her? No, I've had her for 5 years. She's a Leo, actually. So let's see that Chariot. I'm getting an impatience. The Seven of Pentacles reversed. The Queen of Pentacles. This is a feminine. This is a feminine energy. Oh. Mm. I'm getting a very much like don't mess with me energy. Um, this is the type of person who's not going to waste their time on something that is not fortuitous for them. With that Queen of Pentacles and that Seven of Pentacles in reverse, they're very determined. At least that's how you're perceiving them. They're very determined, very courageous, pushing through any kind of perceived fears that you may think that they have. They're going for what it is that they want. This could be a businesswoman or a businessman of some sort, but they're showing up as very nurturing, lots of healthy self-esteem. They know their worth, they're taking care of business, they're taking care of their kids, if they actually have a business, taking care of themselves. The Queen of Pentacles very much takes care of herself, takes care of herself. She does not play around about that. And so I feel like that Seven of Pentacles in reverse is I'm not going to invest in anything that isn't invested in me in that way, or I'm not going to prioritize investing into someone or something that is not doing the same towards me. Like, what is the point? So I feel like this person has a very strong, healthy self-esteem. They know their priorities, they know what they want, and they trust that they're going to get there. So whether this is towards you specifically or what, now I hope that that Chariot and that Queen of Pentacles is towards you and not the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, because I definitely feel like this person is playing no games. Okay. The Two of Swords in reverse, the Star in reverse, and the King of Swords for who this person truly is. That's very interesting to me. Well, kind of a little bit of a hard ass on the inside. Oh, thanks, Barbie. Kind of a little a little hard ass on the inside is what I want to say. Like, once again, this person plays no games. This person is not on the inside. I think that they have a hard time kind of keeping the hope. I think that this person has a hard time keeping the faith once in a while. I feel like they rely on their psychology. I feel like they rely on the logical side of their mind, no frills. They're not somebody who's going to avoid anything. It's also giving like Capricorn kind of vibes, or it reminds me of that scene in Game of Thrones with Daenerys Targaryen, and she was talking to Jon Snow, and she looked just like the dark feminine. Like, she looked stunning, but she looked like the dark feminine. She was slowly walking down the steps, and she was like, "You know how I got here? It wasn't faith in some god, in some blah 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 blah, blah." She went on like a tangent. It's like one of my favorite speeches by her, or just in that at all. But then she goes, "I got here because of me," or something like that. And it was just like, that's what this person reminds me of a little bit. I think that they're quite unhealed, though. I think that people end up like that, or people become like that because there was a time where, someone failed them or they failed themselves, and now they're trying to overcome that, or they're trying to heal from that, and they just haven't quite found it. So they try to think their way through things, logisticize their way through things, think their way through things, which doesn't always leave for very much room to feel. And I think that sometimes that's what they want. The 10 of Pentacles in reverse, the 7 of Cups, and the Moon in reverse for their intent with you. I need one more for that. 3 of Cups. Okay. I don't really see like a commitment per se. They seem to have some options to choose from, either like because of other people, it could be because of other people, or they're trying to uncover what they feel like is false. They're trying to see the truth of a matter. This person may friend zone you, or may just kind of want to be friends with you, instead of like more. It's not necessarily like they don't want more, but they're like, yeah, I don't know about all that, and so now there could be something that they end up revealing to you guys as well. There may be kind of a fantasy element to this, but ultimately I feel like they're trying to understand or trying to uncover some form of truth. Oh my god, didn't I say Capricorn? That's so funny. Capricorn, and then wait, it's not yet time. Things are being woven. So it may be telling you to slow the fuck down, maybe telling you to slow down a little bit. I feel like it's telling you to practice some kind of patience, like it's not ready for something that you want yet, or something's not ready yet. It's basically just telling you to be patient. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Leo. Thank you so much. I hope that you'll like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys want to book a super chat question during this live, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. You can either click the pinned comment in the chat, or you can click the link that I just posted. All right, let's move on. Virgo. All right, Virgo, how you doing? Let's go ahead and see the person on your mind, whether it's platonic or romantic or otherwise, whatever it may be. We're going to see how this person is portraying themselves, who they truly are on the inside, and their intent with you for the rest of February. Make sure that you're checking for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements, as these are general readings. Okay, so let's see. Whoops. Four of Wands in reverse for how they're portraying themselves, the Six of Cups in reverse for who they truly are, the Three of Wands in reverse. Oh God, looks like we're kind of going a little backwards here. Okay, well, let's see. Two of Wands in 4, 3, 2. Okay. Could be dealing with a Leo specifically, or an Aries, or a Sagittarius. Why? Why is the Four of Wands in reverse and the Two of Wands in reverse? The Two of Cups. What'd you do to somebody, bitch? Like, what did you? How you're gonna perceive this person. This could be somebody that's very attractive, an entrepreneur, somebody who's a go-getter. You know, they'll slap your ass in the kitchen, choke you out a little bit against the wall if you like that kind of thing, right? King of Wands. Very passionate kind of individual, usually quite confident, cheerful, fun to be around. It's like they have a fun inner child, right? But you're gonna see them as somebody who is a little afraid to either connect with you on an emotional level, or to sign something, or there's a little bit of apprehension here. Like they have a choice to make, but they're uncertain, which can come from a place of a fear of commitment. It can come from a place of, I'm just not certain if I want to sign this contract with Virgo. Or the Four of Wands in reverse can also represent somebody who's too insecure or uncertain on how to go about something. We'll go about what? The Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is when you're trying to intimately connect with somebody. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but of course, it certainly can be. But the Two of Cups is a soulmate energy. It's a deep understanding of another. It's a desire to want to connect with another person on a deep level, on a sweet, loving level. And you may feel like this person is confident in one way, like, but not so much in another. So you may feel like they're apprehensive. The Six of Cups in reverse for who this person truly is, with the Hangman and the Page of Cups in reverse. I mean, it's not my favorite energy, right? This can be somebody who's quite immature. It's like they still have some growing up to do. There may still be a wounded child inside of this person that could be very prominent or prevalent to them. We all have one, right? But this seems to be very prominent in this person's core, inside of this person's core, threaded inside of their DNA in some way. Now, I think with the Hangman there, I think there's an understanding of it. I think that there's an awareness of it. I think that they have a pretty good perspective. This is somebody who may be quite sacrificial by nature, willing to sacrifice their own needs and wants and desires for another's. This could also be somebody who's quite spiritual or even creative in some way. Hangman is Neptunian energy, which is the higher octave of Venus. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's like, oh, one is better than the other. But let me give you an example. Pluto is the higher octave of Mars. Mars wants it now, bitch, right? Mars wants it now. Mars is going to take you outside of the bar and kick your ass if they don't like you, right? If Mars wants you sexually, Mars is just going to walk right up to you and it's going to be like, let's do this, right? So to speak. Pluto is going to sift itself in the crowd. Watch from a distance, watch from afar, figure out what you like and what you don't like, who your enemies are, who your friends are, and then they're going to make a move, whether that's a bad move or a good move. Okay. Neptune, being the higher octave of Venus, is very much that all encompassing, unconditional, sacrificial kind of love. And I feel like it can be good, but I feel like it's also at this person's detriment sometimes, whether they realize that or not. But they could also sometimes like play the victim a little bit because the Neptune next to, Hangman is Neptune. Neptune next to Page of Cups in reverse energy is very much like, I'm the victim, poor me, right? We've all been that way at one point, right? But this person can be like a natural victim. Very, very victim mentality kind of thing. Their intent with you, the 3 of Wands in reverse. Wow. If you don't want nothing to do with them, Virgo, you can send your person to me. They seem to not want to wait on something anymore. The 3 of Wands in reverse is impatience, frustration. I'm ready to go for it. Knight of Wands is like, I'm going in, I'm taking action. And the Emperor is somebody who's going to take control. So there's the Mars energy, right? But, keep in mind, the Emperor is like, it's the creme de la creme Mars, okay? The kind of Mars that you lick off of your fingers like you just got done sucking down 12 drumsticks from Popeyes. You know what I mean? That kind of Martian energy. No frickin' way, Mars. Oh my God. That was weird. That was weird for me. That was weird. The courageous peony. Oh, listen. Whew. Can I have them? Would you like to donate to charity? I'm just kidding. This is asking you match that energy, bitch, is what I want to say. Match that energy. Match it, bitch. Do it. I'm telling you. This has happened twice now, 3 times. Match that energy is what I want to say. Let yourself be seen. Express yourself. Now, of course, always put up boundaries. Duh, right? But that's awesome reading, Virgo. Good for you. Thank you so much, Virgo. I hope that you'll like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to book a super chat question during this live, then you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. You can either find that as the pinned comment in the chat, or you can click the link that I just posted. Rick, you're so dumb. Libra. All right, Libra. Libra, let's go ahead and take a look at your person, whether this is platonic or otherwise. Make sure that you check for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements, being that these are general readings. If you want to book a personal, you can do so at violettaalexis.com. So let's go ahead and see. How they're portraying themselves, Libra, is the 7 of Wands in reverse. Who they truly are is the 8 of Swords. The Fool in reverse for their future actions. Let's see that 7 of Wands in reverse for how they're portraying themselves. The Devil in reverse. The 9 of Wands. Oh, wow. Oof. And you know what? Let's just pull all of it out. You know what I'm saying? What's the use in pretending? Okay. So how they're portraying themselves in February, at first it might be like a little bit of a turnoff, right? It might be a little bit of a turnoff because this can be somebody who's being a little bit of a bitch, right? Basically, being somebody who's it's like they're being super defensive, acting intimidated, wah, poor me. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you're giving it to him, Libra. I have no idea, but there's an awareness that this person is having of their own shortcomings in some kind of way. There's an awareness of how they have either misused their own power or, they feel like you have in some way, but there's an awareness of something toxic within self, and you feel like there's an awareness that they're having. And that 9 of Wands shows me that they're fighting for this in some way, or they can't even be standing up to you for others of you. They can be standing up to you, they can be defending themselves, but doing so successfully. Okay, because you 'cause you're seeing them at first like they're pussing out, and then all of a sudden there's like this, "You know what? Boom." That's what it looks like to me, and you feel it you're like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa," right? And you look at them like they're winning an argument, they're winning something, and you're like, "Oh, shit," you know? Now, it can just be that they're being honest, or there is an awareness of their own shortcomings, and they're fighting for the connection, okay? That can also be it. But who this person truly is a very deeply intuitive being. They're very deeply intuitive. They're even deeply sensitive as well. But this is somebody who's also incredibly stubborn. They're even stubborn when it comes to listening to their own gut instincts, listening to what their own sense of potential is, because they're constantly second guessing themselves. And then they get themselves caught in this web that they've essentially spun for themselves. And then they become their own dinner. And then nothing really gets done. It just seems like this is somebody who's constantly stuck on what other people think, or what what makes sense, or this is somebody who ignores their own potential by looking for a way to piggyback off others at times, you know? Like, oh, maybe if I get this girl or this guy to like me or whatever, then I only have to pay half the bills. When it's like there's not true sincerity there. I also feel like there's a deep rooted like sexual prowess inside of this person as well. They seem like a masculine. They know the tricks, is what I heard. They're very indecisive. This person's gonna have a fight with you, is what I'm telling you. Yeah, because I was saying that in their energy. Because look, see that? The Fool in reverse, the Lovers in reverse, the Five of Wands. It's like they're doing something really reckless to cause a disconnect between the two of you, and it's causing some kind of argument. And the fucked up part is it's their intention. Okay. But I think they're gonna realize it. I think that's why that Devil in reverse is kind of showing up. Now, that's just your perspective. Okay. But there must be something that they're saying. Something that's going on between the two of you in the midst of this argument where there is some kind of accountability that's taken, or some kind of realization. Like, I remember one day I was dating this guy, and he got in a fight with his kid, and then he was, like, in his bedroom, and he had an epiphany that he was the problem, and I was like, "Yay." Like, and he said it out loud. He said it to himself, but he said it out loud, I was like, "Yeah, like, stick with that, buddy." You know what I mean? It's almost like that. It's something like that. And keep in mind, the Five of Wands isn't a big deal, okay? The Lovers in reverse is a big deal. The Fool in reverse is a big deal. But the Five of Wands is like, it almost feels like what you guys are arguing about is not a big deal. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. Like, it seems like we're not really getting anywhere. But there might be an opportunity for makeup sex between the two of you if that's something that you're interested in. Okay. Um, So, there might be a little bit of tension, but that's not bad because I feel like there is an opportunity for healing. It may be saying that you're going to have to lead by example, or you're going to have to be the one to create that opportunity, but I think that it will go well once the opportunity is created. So that is what I have for you, Libra. Thank you so much. I do hope that you'll like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not. And also, if you guys want to book a super chat question during this live, then you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. You can just click the pinned comment in the chat, or you can click the link that I just posted in the chat. What's up, Maria? How you doing? Thanks, Kenneth. Proud to be a fucking Virgo. Me too, Christine. Sometimes. All right, let's see. Let's do Scorpio now. All righty. Love that. I wonder why my computer is doing this. All righty. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why it does that. All right, are we back? I'm really sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Anyway, Scorpio, welcome. Let's go ahead and take a look at the person that's on your mind, whether it's platonic or romantic. We're gonna see how this person is portraying themselves, who they truly are, and their intent with you for the rest of February. Make sure that you check for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements for a full picture. So let's see. Are you fucking kidding me? Alrighty, thanks for that. All right, the Three of Pentacles. What's up, Carmen? The Three of Pentacles for how they're portraying themselves, the Three of Swords for who they are, and the Strength card for their intent. We got Leo energy here, so let's see that Three of Pentacles. Six of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Oh, no. Okay, sorry about that. Hold on. God, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm freaking going through it. Okay. The Three of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. This is how they're portraying themselves. It seems like this is somebody who you're seeing as wanting to get on the same page with you. This can be somebody you work with for some of you, but that Three of Pentacles is essentially when we're trying to get on the same page, when we're trying to understand one another, when we're trying to work as a team, when we're working towards a common goal to be able to achieve something. And it makes me feel like you guys are trying to achieve overcoming something together, talking through things, moving on from some kind of mental gymnastics or manipulative issues between the two of you, whatever it is. I see it as calming, soothing, moving on. Nine of Cups tells me that you're viewing this as somebody who's not codependent. They're quite independent. They seem to be pretty happy. This can also be somebody that you seem to notice that they're getting what they want from you. This may also be somebody that you feel checks off a lot of the boxes when it comes to somebody that you would marry or somebody that you would date, or you know, somebody you would work with or sign a contract with or collaborate with. So I feel like it's kind of all steam ahead. So that looks good to me. I don't see anything negative. Who this person truly is, oof. I feel like they want to prove something to people, to themselves. What's that Ace of Swords in reverse? The Four of Cups. This person is in a lot of pain. They've had a lot of disappointments that have made them question themselves, their own sense of identity, who they are, what their worth is, where they belong, whatever it is. And that Five of Swords makes me feel like there's a fight in them, like a fight, like somebody who wants to prove something because there's a wound here. And sometimes when people have a wound, when we have a wound within ourselves, we try to go proving to the world why it shouldn't have been there or that we've overcome it in some way. Almost like the Joker, you know? But I feel like this I don't wanna say this person's dangerous, but I feel like they can really screw up sometimes by having that mindset. Sometimes they may manipulate the truth of the past in order to justify the means or in order to justify why they do something. Okay. Ooh, double Leo energy. Mm. Their intent. Oh, they're trying to show off. See, the first thing when I see that, so let me explain, right? So I saw the double Leo energy. We all know about Leos, okay? They like to show off a little bit, you know what I'm saying? They like the attention, okay? Or we all do, but they're just the ones that are not afraid to admit it, right? But then I saw this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and I was like, what a whimsical little bitch. Like, you see these guys, like, doing these little backflips and shit on here, like, I feel like this is somebody, because if you look at traditional Rider-Waite tarot, okay, this is not the traditional, this is the legacy tarot, but if you look at traditional Rider-Waite tarot, you see a woman who's supposed to be a representation of Virgo, actually, and she is sticking her hands down a lion's mouth or whatever it is. And sometimes that can be an indication that somebody's trying to show off, right? Then I saw the sun. I was like, oh, then I see the whimsical little bitches on the card. And I'm like, I feel like this person wants to get your attention in some way. I don't think that they're willing to change something specifically. I don't think that they're willing to give up control. I feel like they want things their way, right? Like, we can still have things, but we have to have things my way in some way, okay? So they may be kind of like wanting to repeat something with you as well. So keep that in mind. A lot of passion, a lot of fun, a lot of creative or expressive energy, a lot of optimism, okay? Neptune and star family. You're a part of a team of souls, call and support. So this is asking either one of two things or both. This is either saying you need to see through the fog. And if you can't see through the fog, then you need to call on somebody that is not afraid to tell you the truth, like your astrologer, your best friend, your tarot reader, whatever it is. So that way they can help you see the truth about a person, about a situation, or about yourself. Neptune can also be when we're needing to have compassion in some way, or we feel like we need compassion from another, and it's saying, don't be afraid to ask for that. So that is what I have for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much. I do hope that you'll like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys want to book a super chat question during this live, then you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. You can just click the link in the chat, or you can just click the pinned comment in the chat. Thanks, Mason. What's up, Easy Dean? All right, let's move on to Sagittarius. All righty. Sagittarius, welcome. We're going to go ahead and take a look at your person, whether it's platonic or romantic. We're going to see how this person is portraying themselves, who they truly are, and their intent with you for the rest of February. Make sure that you check for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements, as these are general readings. How they are portraying themselves is the King of Cups. Who they truly are is the Ten of Wands reversed. And we have the Page of Cups for their intent. So I really like this. I don't even want to clarify, but let's see. We have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have Pisces again, or Neptunian energy. Okay. Well, all right. They seem to be a little stubborn when it comes to their emotions. You know, I think this person wants to hold a safe space for you to be able to express yourself, whether this is platonically or otherwise. All right. And I feel like there may be love here, or now keep in mind, this is your perspective. Mason, welcome to the Dragon family. Thanks a lot. Everybody hashtag Mason in the chat. This King of Cups energy tells me that this is somebody who isn't necessarily outright verbally vulnerable, but they are willing to hold that space. There is a level of emotional maturity here. What I will say, however, is this person doesn't seem to be letting go of something, either a way of thinking, a way of perceiving something, even though they want to come out of some kind of rejection from you, or they're trying to overcome some kind of situation that you guys have had from the past that was not, I don't know, amicable or whatever. Cassie, welcome to the Dragon family. Thank you so much. Everybody hashtag Cassie, or welcome back, I should say, to the both of you. Thanks a lot. So it seems like their stance is pretty clear. Like they're not willing to let go of a specific perspective that they have, but they are trying to show up in a very mature manner. But I also think that things you feel may be a little hazy just because the hangman is Neptune. So when I see the hangman in reverse, I'm like, something feels iffy, or like you feel as though you can't see things properly, or you feel like this person's a little deluded in some way. Still a very strong dose of emotional maturity and showing up in a way that I think is presentable. Who this person truly is. Oh, it's okay, Cassie. I literally just put those out, I think either last night or today. Okay. The 10 of Wands in reverse with the Hierophant in reverse and the 3 of Cups. I feel like naturally this is a very social person, somebody who likes to be around people, somebody who maybe enjoys having a lot of friends, having company, etc. The Hierophant in reverse, it definitely makes me feel like this person is unconventional, either in their relationships, in their perspectives, in regards to their religious or spiritual beliefs. Something about that is off. I think that they don't even really know what that is. Like, they don't really know what they want in a relationship, or they don't really understand even their own beliefs at times, or they think they have a strong foundation in regards to their character, but they don't necessarily. They may allow other people to define that for them with that 3 of Cups next to it, which essentially just 10 of Wands in reverses it, which just essentially makes it harder on themselves. So, but at the same time, it's, like, weird because I think that they're not a conformist per se, but it's almost like they are. I don't know how to explain that. Is there an example that I can use for this? Not really. I don't even feel like they're really committal, or it's like they don't even really take responsibility for their commitments. It's like they may say that they're committed or they're going to do this or whatever, but I don't feel like they really take on the responsibility. Like Hangman and Reverse Tenant, like they're not willing to make sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? Like only at a convenience, as long as it's convenient or something like that. Their intent, the Page of Cups, the 3 of Swords, the Queen of Cups in reverse. This person may offer an apology to you. Truly, they may offer an apology. This person may know, especially if you're a feminine, this person may feel like the two of you are meant for each other in some kind of way. King of Cups, Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay. But this is somebody who is apologizing, in my opinion. They're trying to offer you something. They know that you don't trust them. That's basically what it comes down to. Yin. So this is asking you to listen to your intuition. If there was any time to awaken that sense of intuition that you have, this would be the time. It's telling you to listen to your gut instincts, especially if this is like a past person. Like, what have you learned? Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Be patient with yourself. Allow yourself to just receive, observe. Don't do anything crazy. That is what I have for you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much. I hope that you'll like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to book a super chat question during this live, then you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. You can find that in the pinned comment, or you can just click the link that I posted in the chat. All right. You're fine, Cassie. Thank you so much, sweetie. I appreciate you very much. All right, let's move on to Capricorn. Capricorn, how are you? Capricorn, welcome. Let's go ahead and take a look at the person that's on your mind, whether that's platonic or romantic. It doesn't matter. We're going to take a look at how this person is portraying themselves, who they truly are, and their intent with you for the rest of February. Make sure that you're checking your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements to get a full picture. Okay? So let's go ahead and see. The Five of Cups in reverse for how they're portraying themselves. The Two of Swords in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse for their actions, or excuse me, their intentions. So this looks to me like a feminine potentially. Okay, so reverse this if you need to. Let's see that Five of Cups in reverse. The Fool in reverse. Let's just clear them all, shall we? Cancer, Leo, Uranus, double Taurus, Aries. Is this person a feminine? Reversed is no, upright is yes. Yes. So this person is a feminine. Interesting that the Six of Wands comes out for the yes card. So this is a feminine energy. Alrighty. Well, this person seems to be reluctantly, that's what I want to say, letting go of the past. There's something that they've been harboring for a while. It's either guilt or sadness or regret, you know. Even if it's like they didn't necessarily do anything, there may be this energy of where they're like, God, I wish I'd ever gave Capricorn a chance. No, I'm just kidding. Or they could regret something that they did on impulse. Whatever it is, it seems like they're trying to let go of that. They don't seem to be doing anything really. The Eight of Wands in reverse and the Fool in reverse in this particular spread makes me feel like this person is kind of at a standstill with you. Like you're viewing them as not really talking to you. They're not really taking a leap of faith. They're not really making a trust fall with you. Nothing like that. If anything, it just seems like they're either forgiving or asking for forgiveness, whatever the thing is. So I'm not really seeing much with that. They may have said something, maybe. They may have said something very impulsive that they're trying to let go of. Who this person truly is, this is a strange energy to me because we have the strength here, which is a lot of confidence, can't even be bravery in some cases, but the Chariot is in reverse. The Chariot in reverse is not courageous. It can be quite fearful. It can be so fearful or so afraid that it really doesn't move or go forward. Now, I'm not saying this person is a little pussy, like shaking in his or her boots. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. But the Two of Swords in reverse is somebody who's not avoidant. They don't avoid things, they're very quick to make decisions. And this is somebody who tries to hold fast. Like they, for instance, like instead of shooting their arrows right away, right? When enemies come on their lines, they just kind of hold, they just kind of wait. Like I don't know if that makes sense. They don't, I feel like this person sometimes fakes it till they make it kind of energy as well. Like they fake the funk a little. Can I get an extra one for that? King of Swords. Strategic though. Like remember when I just gave that example about how they like they wait, they try not to act on impulse. I feel like with that King of Swords to pop out, it's like this person is a very strategic thinker. They know the truth. They're very smart. They're very smart. Why would they do that? This is such a weird reading. It makes me feel like this person knows how to fake it till they make it, but they also sometimes like fake fear or they fake certain things, but it's like a maneuvering tactic. This is like such a weird reading. I'm so sorry, but that's what I'm getting with this person. They're really smart. I think with that Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse, and the Queen of Wands here for their intent, if this is somebody who has overgiven in some way, or there was some kind of missed opportunity between the two of you, or this was the type of person who had a lot of insecurities, or they would always beg for you back, or they would chase you down, or something like that, they are not doing that. They're showing up as the Queen of Wands, which is somebody who doesn't care what anybody thinks. They very much own their own shadow side. They're the leader in their own life. They are a leader. Like, that's how this person is showing up. So I don't know what happened, but I think this is interesting too. This person could be in the public eye, or they're getting a lot of attention in some way. Water and double mission. Serve the world by being you. I feel like you're needing to connect with your emotions more than anything, like really get in touch with that side of yourself, whether you need to meditate, go to church, bitch, I don't know, something about this. There may be some compassion that you need, maybe for this person, for yourself, something like that. I feel like you're a very healing presence when you want to be with that water and that double mission star seed card. The star in reverse. That means unhealed. There's something about your emotionality that needs to be healed. I don't know if there's a fear of vulnerability or a fear of being authentic when it comes to how you feel, but it's asking you to be authentic in how you feel about things. Sorry, that was such a weird reading. Anyway, thanks a lot, Capricorn. I hope that you'll like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to book a super chat question during this live, then you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, how are you? Welcome. Let's go ahead and take a look at the person that's on your mind, whether this is platonic or romantic. We'll see how this person is portraying themselves, who they truly are, and their intentions towards you for the rest of February. Make sure that you're checking for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements for a full picture. How they're portraying themselves is the Moon in reverse. Bye, Vanessa. Have a good one. 7 of Pentacles for who they truly are. 8 of Pentacles in reverse for their intent with you. Let's see that Moon in reverse. 6 of Cups in reverse and the 4 of Wands in reverse. Okay. I don't want to say this person has it out for you or anything, but it seems like you can definitely sense that they're holding a grudge, or they're being a little immature with you when it comes to their emotions. It seems like they're suppressing things. They're pushing things down. They don't want you to see them. They don't want you to know what they're feeling, etc. They're being a little immature about it, you know. At least that's how you're seeing it anyway. And I think that you feel like it does stem from some kind of childhood trauma, or they were always, you know, ridiculed for speaking their mind or speaking their emotions to their family or something like that growing up, or whatever it is. And so you may feel like that's coming from somewhere, that's coming from childhood, which most of our actions, subconscious or otherwise, do. And so there may be kind of an insecurity that you're sensing when it comes to being honest about what grudges that they're holding, or the fears and or emotions that they have towards you or about something. The 7 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, and the 3 of Wands in reverse for who they truly are. It's interesting because I feel like on one hand, this person is pretty patient, and on the other hand, I feel like after waiting for too long, they can get pretty damn impatient. I feel like this person gets pretty frustrated when it comes to their relationships, because I feel like this is somebody who wants the end all be all. They are someone who's very emotionally supportive. They want that in return as well. They're willing to really invest a lot of time and energy and money or whatever it is into people, places, things, whatever they think is going to be emotionally fulfilling for them. I also think that they're a very committal person. but it's making me feel like the way that they deal with their emotions, especially when they get frustrated, or especially when they maybe put certain people, place things on pedestals, and then it doesn't work out for them, they can get really upset by that. So they can also be somebody who invests a lot of time and energy into relationships, and then sometimes they may feel like they get the shit end of the stick somehow. Well, that's not going to work for me. All right, got to fix that. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Cups, and ooh. All right. Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Cups in reverse, and the Nine of Cups in reverse. So this is this person's intent towards you. I don't feel like they really have an intent to put in a whole lot of effort. Excuse me, a whole lot of effort. I think that if they don't get what they want, they're just going to be like, bye. You know, if I'm being honest with you, this person may be kind of giving you a reality check, or they may just have an intent to give you a reality check about what? The Nine of Cups in reverse. This isn't what I want. I'm not getting what I want, or guess what? I'm not going to give you what you want. That's kind of like the energy. And I hate to say that, right? But the Eight of Pentacles in reverse can also be somebody who is intentionally trying to be critical towards you. Okay. And why are they doing this? The Two of Wands, because they feel like either you need to make a decision, or they're having a hard time coming out of their comfort zone or allowing themselves to be vulnerable. So they may be projecting something onto you. It just really depends on your own personal situation. Uranus and Venus. Interesting. I had synastry with somebody like this. Their Uranus was conjunct my Venus by 1 degree. That was certainly interesting. So maybe you guys have that in your synastry, or there's some kind of aspect, trine, sextile, quincunx, whatever it may be, in your synastry with this person, or maybe you have that in your chart. But this is your advice. So you're very comfortable with Uranian energy. This is about going outside of the lines, coloring outside of the lines, doing something that you normally wouldn't do, or this can be asking you to break free. This can be asking you to know your worth, Venusian energy, and break free, and initiate that radical change that you need. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Aquarius. Thank you so much. I hope that you'll like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys want to book a super chat question during this live, then you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. Woo! I want some orange juice. I just do. So I'll be right back. Excuse me. I took a little bit of vanilla syrup and I put it inside of the OJ. Not as good as I thought it was going to be, honestly. All right, Pisces, how are you? Welcome. Let's go ahead and take a look at the person that's on your mind, whether it's platonic or romantic. We're going to see how this person is portraying themselves, who they truly are, and their future intentions with you in the month of February 2025. Make sure that you check for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placement for a full picture. The Emperor in reverse for how they're portraying themselves. I feel like they're trying to be something that they're not. As soon as I saw that Emperor in reverse, with the King of Pentacles for who they truly are, the Devil for their intent. Oh, dear God. Okay, well, we have Aries, Capricorn twice. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Okay. Well, as long as you believe in yourself, buddy. No, I'm just kidding. Um, this kind of shows up to me as somebody who is trying to take control over a collaboration or trying to get you to be on the same page with them, but it's almost like they're trying to, you know what it reminds me of? Okay, don't laugh. Thanks, Soulful Sensation. It's actually Taylor Swift's. This is actually my daughter's. I thought this was so cute. And so I was like, oh my God, freaking, can I wear this on my stream? And she said, yeah. I thought it was so cute. I was like, are you kidding me? I should get one for myself. Um, it reminds me of this guy. And this was back when I was 23. Okay. So a very, very, very long time ago. And I was 23 and he was kind of like a little puny guy, which is like fine, right? But I knew I couldn't take him seriously. And I am a very strong woman and I need a very strong man if I'm dating a man. Um and he knew that, but he tried to do something that wasn't really him. He tried to like hold me down on the ground and like passionately kiss me. And it was the most awkward moment of my life. I would not go back there for 500 bucks. Okay. It was so awkward. I was like, dude, this is not you. Like, this is not you, my guy, And I feel like this is this person. Now, I'm not saying it's that embarrassing or humiliating, okay? I think that they're trying to work on a team, right? They're trying to work with you, but it's almost like they're trying to show you that they're in control, or they're trying to show you that they got it. And it's like, just be yourself, buddy. You're not that guy. You know what I mean? I like that the sun is here because you're perceiving them as somebody that you have a lot of optimism with. You're like, okay, like, whatever. There's somebody you feel like they're trying to genuinely get on the same page with you, but they're almost doing it in a way that isn't really them. I feel like it's just more of a I'm trying to please you kind of energy by acting like this. It's like, oh, honey, just forget it. Just forget it. Just kidding. You know. Let's see who this person truly is. Mm. Well, see, the Five of Swords in the Game of Thrones tarot deck is about somebody who just feels like they can never fucking win. you know, I can just never, I can just never win. You know, what's up, Mystic? Now, what I want to say about this person, I genuinely believe that they're a very committal person. I do. I think they're responsible. I think they're committal. I think that they're generally a stable person, or they're willing to do the work to get there, whatever it is. They could be very business minded, business oriented, but That 8 of Cups to the 5 of Swords makes me feel like they've had to take a lot of L's. Not elves. L's, bitch. L's. Like, they've had to take a lot of L's in their life. And they have a tendency to, like, they know when to walk away from things. I do believe that, but they get very lonely or they get very sad or something. And the 5 of Swords makes me feel like this is somebody who's just constantly, like, at a loss, you know? Now, for some of you, this can be somebody who manipulates people to get them in relationships with them. Okay. The Devil, the Page of Swords. So we have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius now, technically Gemini. This is their intent with you. Oh God, it's really reminding me of the guy that pinned me down and was trying to be Mr. Gray. Oh God, don't do it. Tell me about that devil, please. Oh, I told you. Not the wiener card in tarot. Guys, it's the wiener card. I'm sorry. I'm so immature, honestly. I'm sorry. I feel like it's what I said, though. You know, I'm not gonna go back on that. I still feel like it's what I said. Now, I think that this is their intent now, okay? So they're very curious to see how they can get you or how they can win you or how they can compete for you or how they can get the power. Because I do feel like they're interested in power, the Emperor in reverse and the Devil, specifically when it comes to you, okay? Now, how they go about that, I don't know. You know, I think the Page of Swords, I don't think that they necessarily know what they're doing. The Page of Swords is more curious. It's like, how can I get this? How can I get there? And the 7 of Wands tells me, "Well, get where? Trying to compete for you." This is their intent with you, trying to compete for you, trying to get you, trying to have sex with you for show. Okay? But it's kind of funny. Like, it's a little comical, you know? What's up, Mark? It's a little tiny bit comical. I don't feel like they're a bad person. We've all been on our journey of self-discovery, right? Opposition, lost lambs. You've been here before. Okay. Cassie, you little devil, you. So I feel like with that opposition, there's definitely like going to be an imbalance, a point of tension, a little bit of a opposite ends here, right? Like I was with the guy that I told you about, right? Like, can you just take me home? Dead ass told him that, by the way. And I also found out he stole my underwear that day. I couldn't find him until he got back. I found out he took my underwear to all his military buddies, okay, and showed them off. Like, oh, this is so embarrassing for you. I wasn't even embarrassed. I'm like, this is embarrassing for you. Like, this must not happen ever for you to feel the need to do this, you know, out here doing charity work, okay? Sorry, this isn't about me. But I definitely think that you are not here for something. What do you want them to do about that? The justice. Do what's right for you at the end of the day. If you feel like something isn't aligning, be true to yourself. Okay. You don't have to be like me where you feel bad. So you feel like you got to do charity work and you're like, all right, buddy, you know what? Here, you want the underwear, take them, you know, put them on a fucking shrine for all I care. Put them in your drink. I don't care. Right. But like, do what you feel is right to you. Okay, because it's interesting that we have opposition here because sometimes this either says that we need to go to one area or the other, or we need to find a common ground, which can sometimes be the justice card. So it's saying that there's something about this where you've been in a particular situation like this, and it's going to be time for you to revisit it. But this time you got to do it right. Okay, whatever that means for you. So. just because like somebody is trying, for instance, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be interested. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of not this person, but it's like when guys are like, "Oh, I'm a nice guy. Like, you won't give me a chance." Just because you're a nice guy doesn't mean that I have to give you a chance. Being nice is the bare minimum. Like, it doesn't mean I owe you shit, you know? Like, "Oh, I'm a nice guy." Usually, nice guys don't say out loud, "I'm a nice guy," because their actions simply prove it, you know? You you don't have to say that if you already it reminds me of, like, Joffrey from Game of Thrones when he walks in and he's like, "I am the king! I am the king!" And Tyrion is like or, was it Tywin? Tywin was like, "Yeah, when you're the king, you don't really have to say that you're, like, the king." It's like, just go take a nap, you know what I'm saying? "Oh, I'm a nice guy." I don't care, that doesn't mean I owe you anything. Like, what do you want, a cookie? Okay, you're a nice guy, that's great. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's fucking the bread. Like, I can't stand it when because the bar has been set so low, right? Now I'm just talking to my ladies or my gay men or bisexuals or whatever. But it cracks me up when I see women and they're like, and more power to them. It's very sweet. But like, I saw a woman that was recording her husband and he was vacuuming. And it was like kind of supposed to be a funny video, but I was like, oh, okay, no, this isn't it for me. Not doing it for me. But he was vacuuming the rug and he was like giving this really corny smile to her, like he just won something. And she like the camera pans over to her and she's like, ugh. And it said in the caption, I told him I would have to give him the cookie if he did his chores. Are you dating your son? Why do you need to give him anything for doing the bare minimum? Is that a joke? I hoped it was like satire, but I'm like, or when a man is like, I don't know. I'm gonna shut up. But it's not that serious. Like, it's just wow, he vacuumed the floor. That's great. Alrighty. Anyway, don't mind me, guys. I have opinions that nobody cares about. I'm a nice guy. I bet you're not as nice as you think you are. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do super chat questions. When I've heard friends talk that way about their man, I just look up in silence, like, and then I think they're lucky to have him. Or when they're like, well, he doesn't cheat on me. He's not supposed to be. He's not supposed to be. You know? When he starts setting up like a stock, like some stocks for you, or he like buys you a house, or he goes out of his way and like dolls up your bedroom with rose petals for Valentine's Day and like takes you on the best date ever. It doesn't have to be money, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm not even trying to hear it. He doesn't cheat on you. Wow, that's great. Like, we love that bar, ladies. Stay on the floor. And believe me, I said it there for myself too. It's okay. I think we all have. Anymore. Right, Mystic. Yeah. I just okay. Of course. Well, hopefully it doesn't skip. Hopefully it doesn't skip out on me. It's being shady. All right, let's see here. All righty. We have Anila. Hello, Miss Violetta. Here I am again because you were part of every important and critical milestone of my life, from career to love, life, name it. And you always give the most accurate, raw, and substantial predictions and guidance. The last time I inquired about my regularization at work, since I'm going through challenges, you pulled out Sun in reverse and other cards, and you told me I will go through some hurdles at work, but I don't need to worry because I will make it. I'm proud to say I am regularized now as HR manager. Thank you. Oh my God, congrats. And now off to the next chapter. I am planning to have a 2-week vacation in London by May. It's long overdue and I'm looking forward to it. I will be with a friend. How will the trip be? Will I be happy during the holiday, or is there something I need to be careful about? I need to still have my leave approved, process the visa and all, but I'm willing to go through it all. Overall, will it be a successful holiday trip? I'm excited. Hope that there are no delays, problems, and I hope all will go as planned, as it's an expensive trip. Thank you again for being my virtual mentor since 2022. Wow, 2022. You kept the peace in my life with your intuitive gifts and wisdom. Grateful for you. We love you. Oh, I love you too. That was so sweet. Damn it, you're going to make me cry. Okay. Let's see here. How is the trip going to go from her perspective? The Lovers in reverse. There can be some miscommunications. So the Lovers in reverse, this is mercurial energy because it's Gemini, right? So there can be some miscommunications. This can be that we're forgetting things. So make sure all of your I's are dotted, make sure all of your T's are crossed. This doesn't mean it's going to happen, but I'm glad that you asked because now you can be certain. It can be like, oh my God, I almost forgot my passport, or oh my God, I forgot to bring my ticket, or whatever it is, my ID, or whatever the thing is. So just make sure that you are communicating with people properly, the people that you have plans with. Make sure that everything is dotted and signed and correct on the itinerary, whatever it is, and don't forget things. Okay, especially because Mercury is in Pisces right now. So it can be like our mind is kind of swimming, our mind is a little bit forgetful, we're forgetting things, we're losing things, right? The judgment energy. So I like that the judgment energy is here because it's telling me that everything seems to be working out in one way or another. It seems like, let's see. Lovers in reverse, judgment, 2 of pentacles in reverse, and the 2 of cups. So it seems like you're connected. You're connected with somebody, whether it's platonic or romantic. There's a deep understanding here. Be careful of like over planning, or when you're deciding to go somewhere, like overbooking yourself in some way with that 2 of pentacles in reverse. Be cautious of like overspending as well. So make sure that you're budgeting everything properly. Make sure that all of your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed. Make sure you're not leaving your passport at home or whatever it is. With that judgment card, I feel like this is a good trip for you. I feel like this is ultimately an overall positive trip for you. Once again, there may be some confusion, maybe some indecision, or some forgetfulness, hence Mercury and Pisces. But ultimately, I think that it will work out. And just make sure that you're maintaining a proper budget and making sure that you're not biting off more than you can chew as well. Okay. Like, I remember when I went on a cruise and, like, we had overbooked so much stuff, and, like, I was so exhausted. It didn't even feel like a vacation, bitch, it felt like a job. I was like, "I don't wanna we gotta do snorkeling, and then we gotta do this," and then, like, I don't like the whole feeling like I have to, have like, we have to have this specific plan. I just wanna go and have fun and do what it is that I wanna do, at the end of the day. Like, I just wanna do me. Yeah, I get it, Kenneth. I do. All right, let's see. Alyssa, hey V, there's been some tension in my relationship with Daniel lately, and although we're trying to work things out, I can't help but feel like he's keeping our relationship hidden on social media. He sought attention in the past, but I'm wondering if he's purposely hiding me to gain attention from others. 7 of Swords in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The 5 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like he wants to keep the lines of communication open in some way. Because that 5 of Pentacles is in reverse. I don't know if there's somebody from the past that he's thinking is gonna watch or something like that, but the Wheel of Fortune is also in reverse. So he may not change his mind on this, or there's a reluctance to move forward in regards to the two of you in one way or another. I feel like that Wheel of Fortune in reverse is also about the past in some kind of way. Stuck in the past, stuck on someone or something from the past. 7 of Swords in reverse makes me feel like he has a little bit of a guilty conscience about it. So what I want to say is just it may not be anything super serious, but it's serious enough for you to have that intuitive hit and feel that way. So I don't think that you're totally wrong. Okay. But you just keep your eyes peeled, listen to your gut instincts. Don't ever doubt that, okay, Alyssa? I'm thinking about you. Wish I could give you a hug. I definitely know how that feels. It's freaking shitty. Zaza, who is coming towards me in love? It can be somebody who's looking for closure, okay? So if this is a past person, it can certainly be that. However, this Knight of Cups in reverse can be a little bit somebody who's a little manipulative. Maybe that's not something super serious, but it can be somebody who's in a mood, somebody who's a little jealous, somebody who's just in a fucking mood. You know what I mean? And it can be somebody who's looking for some kind of closure between the two of you, okay? Or is looking to begin again in a more positive way. But I think that they're needing to be vulnerable, not just with you, but with themselves. So it can be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio with that Knight of Cups there, but the world energy is fixed energy. So it's Saturn, yes, but it's also Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, which is fixed. Okay. So it can be that as well. But that Knight of Cups is a court card. So I would assume it's a very strong water placement. Thanks a lot, Zaza. Then we have my beautiful friend, Sophia. Hey, beauty, what will transpire in my love life for the next 6 months? Thanks for everything, of course. Thank you for the wonderful review that you left me as well. The Temperance in reverse makes me feel like we're not really happy with how things are going, you know? It seems like with that Temperance in reverse, we're not content with something. We feel like something's out of alignment, imbalanced, not fair is what I'm getting with that. The Ace of Pentacles. Some kind of opportunity here. The Knight of Wands. So the Ace of Pentacles, it's a solid opportunity, but with the Knight of Wands carrying it, I don't really trust that he won't drop it. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Ace of Pentacles is so valuable. Not that the Knight of Wands isn't, okay? But the Ace of Pentacles is so valuable. The Ace of Pentacles eventually leads to the 10 of Pentacles, but the Knight of Wands, okay, maybe he can carry the Ace of Pentacles, but is he really about it? Because the Knight of Wands can sometimes be a little inconsistent. He wants to do his own thing, wants to have fun. You know, Temperance in reverse can be even a little selfish at times. But it seems like there is an opportunity here. It seems like somebody's taking action. Oh God, the Tower, the 10 of Wands in reverse, and the Hermit. I'm going to be honest with you, Sophia. It might get to a point where you get pretty over it. There can be something that is very unexpected that happens in your love life that kind of comes like a bat out of hell, like a surprise to you, some kind of catalytic moment. And it seems like you may just go, I can't deal with this right now. And you may kind of drop the ball or you may reject it, you may drop it. and you may decide to kind of go into hermit mode where you're like, I need some alone time. You may end up taking some space from a person specifically. I just want to see what that Tower is. The Six of Pentacles. It can feel like an imbalance once again, like you've been giving too much and not getting enough. Or if you're already in a committed partnership, there can be something financial that kind of happens. That seems like it changes things. Your advice is mutable and empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. So, this is asking you to welcome change into your life, whether this is a different partner, being single, or something that your partner is trying to change. Whatever it is, it's asking you to kind of go with the flow on this. But at the same time, there may be something that someone is putting on you that honestly has nothing to do with you. They may be projecting something onto you, they may be shoveling some kind of responsibility onto you that is simply not yours. And it's asking you to not absorb that, to not allow yourself to be brought down by whatever that is. So just be careful with your energy, is what I want to say. Thanks a lot, Sophia. What's up, Basti? I was talking about you earlier. Thanks a lot, Sophia. I hope that you're doing well. All right. Then we have my baby Zaza. What oh, what are Scott's thoughts about me? Is he interested or attracted to me? Let me see. I think that he thinks that you're beautiful or there is an attraction there, but he's conflicted because he feels like either you don't see it or he feels like you smother him or he feels like you overdo it or you push something onto him or you over text or over call or he can just like sense some kind of insecurity coming off of you. Now, whether this is true or not, it whatever it is, even if it's just a perspective that he has, it still is the thing that challenges him or makes him feel conflicted in some kind of way. There is a very strong sexual attraction. Queen of Swords, Nine of Wands in reverse, and the Priestess. He may feel like you're very intelligent, very smart. He feels like he can talk to you. He feels like he can have a good conversation with you. I think he's also Sorry, excuse me. I think he's also hoping you'll give in to some kind of sexual advances, or he's hoping you'll give him more of that, or he's hoping that he can melt away some kind of coldness from you, whether that is you or not. Okay. But it seems like he's wanting to kind of surpass the talk and get more to the do. You know what I mean? 'Cause I think that there is a yes, I think he's strongly sexually desires you. Yes, with the high priestess there. We have Courtney B. Nothing was wrong with your sweater. You look too sexy. Thank you. 'Twas the dreaded shoulder. Thank you. You're so sweet. Now, are you ready? How do I take so and so down? Did she really? Okay, let me read this in private. Let's see. Ace of Cups in reverse tells me that no, she didn't call because of that, but the Page of Wands tells me that she may have called for a different reason than what either she's presenting or what was told to you. I can't really tell you what that is. It's just showing me the Page of Wands, which can be indicative of a child. What is her Achilles heel? Her man, King of Cups, or a man that she's been involved with, a man that has already betrayed her in some way? Um, I don't think it's like a therapist. The King of Cups can sometimes represent a therapist, but it seems like a man around her that she loves or that she has loved in some way that has really betrayed her. She may have some kind of betrayal trauma around said person. She may fear some kind of betrayal around whoever this is. But it seems like a man specifically is her Achilles heel. Is she friendly with a local cop, the death card? No, I don't think so. I don't think so, but I think that she has some kind of power over some kind of change that has occurred. How is that? The Magician in reverse. She's very manipulative with that Magician in reverse. I don't see anything with a, specific, like, friends with a cop or anything like that, like you asked me in your question. But there's some kind of power that she does hold or somebody else holds it for her, because I don't think that she has it with that Magician in reverse. The Magician in reverse is like, I don't have the power, or I feel like I don't have power, or I doubt myself in some way, so I need to give that power to somebody else or something like that. And the Magician in reverse can be like a manipulation to change something through someone else, but I don't think it's a cop. So I don't know if she has like somebody else helping her or something like that. The moon, the mother, and inner child. If this is something with a child, this may be saying obviously like protect your child. Okay. Listen to your gut instincts. Absolutely. Be very protective over a child specifically or something like that. But it's telling you to listen to your gut instincts. It's saying that you can trust yourself above anything else when it comes to whatever this is. And you may have a rare gift for intuition, or for um, trusting yourself in some way or being able to sense things that others cannot. How strange for that moon and that inner child card to come out. Thanks a lot, baby. I hope that that made sense. I tried my best. All right, then we got my girl, Cassie. Tell me something I need to know, pretty girl. The surrendering stuff is rough. I love you, sure. Ace of Swords. If you have an idea, I would run with it. It may also be saying that you need clarity around something specifically, or you need to open up the lines of communication towards something. The Nine of Swords. I feel like you are stressing yourself out when you really don't need to. It almost feels like there's something in your life that is very exhausting, or something in your life that makes you fearful, or something like that. But what you're doing is you're taking one thing and you're building off that one thing and creating more stories in your head, or you're creating more unnecessary stress on top of the one thing that you've already been dealing with. And it's asking you to kind of cut the shit. So, the best way that you can do this sometimes is by reality checking yourself. And sometimes you need to say it out loud. Sometimes you need to say it out loud to yourself, because I do that a lot. What I'll do is I'll have one true scenario that I know is the truth, and then I will build other scenarios on top of that. So essentially, if those occurrences never actually happen, then I'm suffering for no reason. And if they do happen, the things I'm making up in my mind, then I will have suffered twice. So it's like, do you know what I mean? The Four of Pentacles and the Four of Swords in reverse. Is there something that you are doing that is creating more stress for you? Because it may be asking you to stop doing those things, stop interacting with those things. Like for me, I know after a long time, like, I'm just gonna be real with you, and this may hurt me, right? But honestly, I had to stop watching tarot. I really had to I had to stop watching tarot because it was driving me crazy. It was really driving me crazy, and that's why I think it's like everything in moderation is kind of what I'm getting with that. So make sure that you're being responsible with your own sense of mental health and well-being. Thanks a lot, Cassie. I really appreciate you. I'd appreciate if you'd leave me a review on Hypsee and let me know how I did. Thank you. I forgot to tell people that. All right, let's see. We have Sophia. What are some unseen obstacles hindering my creativity and clarity? The Knight of Pentacles in reverse, when it comes to your creativity, can say that you're allowing perfectionism to really ruin progression. Because that's what happens sometimes. It's like we can really want to do something. We can want to do something creative, but we feel like, oh, it's not good enough, or oh, it's not perfect enough. So I'm just not going to do it anyway. It can be the sense of perfectionism. And the thing is that the South Node is going to be transiting Virgo for the next year, year and a half, whatever it is. And so it's going to ask us to let go of that perfectly polished version of ourselves or that perfectly polished project. It doesn't need to be that way. Okay, so it's kind of asking for the opposite. It's asking for the North Node in Pisces. It's asking for the whimsical, the majestical, the magic, right? It's asking for that side. The Eight of Swords in reverse. That's what's going to get you out of that. Perfection is not always your best friend. Believe me, as a 6th house stellium Virgo sun, I'm telling you, it is not. Okay. Let's see. What about the clarity? It can be codependency. You can have a sense of codependency about you. Now, it's interesting because we have double negative Virgo energy that is appearing right now. So we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, which is Venus in Virgo. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is Virgo. Then we have the Knight of Swords in reverse, which is more Mercurial energy, which is Gemini. It could be saying that sometimes you feel like people are better than you, or you feel like you have to show up in a way to be able to prove yourself or to feel like you belong or to feel like you fit in, or that is not the way. That's you taking essentially a passive approach. And what you've done, because I don't know if it's because you have seen other people on Instagram and now you feel like you have to look as good. Let me tell you something. Somebody who's worked in social media for almost 10 years full time, it's all fake, okay? Including myself, including everybody. It's all fucking fake. It's all a joke, okay? It's all just a crab bucket, really, at the end of the day. And you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be like anyone else. You need to be you. And that sense of feeling like you have to live up to something else or what somebody else has planned for you or whatever it is just a game. It's just a game to keep you in a rat race that you don't need to be in. Thanks a lot, Sophia. I appreciate you. What's up, Underdog Tarot? Um, Anam. I hope I said that right. Why did Eric pull away, ghost, after we finally made it official after being in a situationship for a year? We talked about getting married and having kids. He's an Aries sun. Well, there you go. He's an Aries sun. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Capricorn moon, Sag rising. I'm a Libra sun. Capricorn moon, Scorpio rising. Wow. Double Capricorn moon. Interesting. Let's see. Why did he pull away? The King of Wands, he wants to, it doesn't mean he can't commit. The King of Wands can commit. Okay. But he's about like wanting to live life and being entrepreneurial and having this sense of confidence and passion and blah, blah, blah. But the Justice in reverse, it's either that he felt like something wasn't really right for him or he just simply couldn't fully commit. Even though there may be an attraction and a pull, he feels like it's something that either doesn't make sense or isn't right for him, or he's, for some reason, he's not really feeling it. Like it's just not equal in some way. Okay, I'm sorry. But maybe I am just a shitty tarot reader and I'm wrong. And today I'm hoping that that is the case. I'm wishing you the best, obviously. You're welcome, Sophia. Thanks a lot, Anam. Yellow print. What are the things I'm not seeing / aware of / avoiding to grow in positive ways? Be critical. Well, you've come to the right place. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Speaking of critical, this is Sun in Virgo, 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Are you being too critical? Are you being too critical of others? Are you being too critical of yourself? It can be that there's this ridiculous standard that maybe you have set for yourself that nobody can live up to. And maybe that your parents did that to you. Maybe a partner has done that to you in some kind of way. But it may also be saying that you keep trying to hammer this nail into a wall that is made of steel and it's just not going to go in. So it may be saying that there's a different route or a different approach that you need to take in regards to something that you've been working on, whether it is yourself, whether it is a project, a relationship, something that you've been putting effort into that is seemingly no longer bearing fruit. So there may be something new that you need to try in some kind of way. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You're either doing this, you're either avoiding investing in a way that you need to invest in because you just don't want to put in the work or you don't want to put in the effort in some way, but time waits for no one. Okay? Waits for no one. It's telling you that you have to pick or choose a path, pick or choose a partner. Pick or choose what it is that you wanna do. Is it that what is your goal? Do you have set goals for yourself? Is it that you want to work out and you want to lose 20 pounds and you wanna be a bodybuilder? Is it that you wanna become a writer, but you're not doing anything to take steps towards that? Are you wasting your time? It's interesting that the 8 and the 7 of Pentacles, both in reverse, showed up. Are you wasting your time in areas that you know you're not truly invested in? And then you're becoming overly critical of yourself when it's like the birds critiqued the fish in the tree because he couldn't fly. Well, what the fuck is a fish doing in a tree in the first place? Of course he can't fly. You know what I'm saying? Are you in the wrong place? Are you giving the wrong attention to something? The 8 of Cups tells me that you need to walk away from something that you know is an illusion. Or it's that, once again, you finally need to make a choice. Why? Because the 7 of Cups comes before the 8 of Cups. And this is the 8 of Cups, which means that there's something now that is likely an illusion, or you're refusing to make a definitive decision on something because you don't know what the outcome is going to be or how it's going to turn out or something. Isn't that the beauty of life? Right? Isn't that the beauty of life? I love that I wasn't born with a tattoo on my ass that had the date of my death on it. Thank God. What a shitty life that would be if that were the case. We're not supposed to know. That's what makes life awesome. The Hangman. Double Piscean energy here. I mean, this is Saturn in Pisces. So the thing that you need to walk away from, I'm wondering, I don't know what your chart looks like, but maybe see where, because this is Saturn in Pisces and Saturn is currently in Pisces, see where Saturn is transiting in your chart right now that may give you a clue. So for instance, if Saturn is transiting your second house, this may be like, how are you making money? Are you making money in a way that is no longer enjoyable to you? Do you really need to buckle down when it comes to your spending? You know, if it's Saturn transiting your seventh house, is this relationship really for you? What the hell are you doing? You know, it's so it can be asking you, and it's asking you to make some sacrifices that are maybe not that easy to make, but you're needing to make them for a broader perspective. And once you make those sacrifices, you'll have that perspective. But first, you need to allow yourself to have the perspective to be able to let go of the things that are no longer serving you or that are elusive in your life and don't really make sense, and things that are clearly tiring you anyway that you don't seem to want to put an effort in. And then you're being overly critical of yourself because of it or something along those lines. That's what I have for you. Thank you so much, Yellow Print. Then we have my girl Courtney B with sending a letter out to everyone in the neighborhood explaining the situation with my special needs son. Stop people from collaborating with blank. You have the moon in reverse, the ace of pentacles, and the two of swords in reverse. I feel like it would definitely feel like a weight off your shoulder in some way, like you were able to get some kind of truth out. And I think it would create an opportunity for at least conversation with that ace of pentacles and the two of swords in reverse. So I think it would open up some kind of dialogue. What would be the final outcome of that? The world, the two of wands in reverse, and the five. I would say yes, in my opinion. The world is a great accomplishment, you know, it may take a while, something may take some time, but I think that yes, the world is a completion, it's peace. The Two of Wands in reverse can kind of be like this indecision or what do we do or you know not feeling comfortable in some way, and that Five of Cups in reverse tells me that because of that you may be able to come out of that, or people may be able to come out of that. So in my opinion, I would say yes. That's just my opinion. That's what that looks like to me. Oh, house 5 children. Loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. So this may be telling you to take a risk. House 5 can be like taking a chance, taking a risk. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like when it comes to writing this letter, be honest, you know, kind of house 5 is like your heart. It's like expressing your heart, expressing yourself. Don't be afraid to express your heart and be vulnerable when it comes to it. And just like with this loosen your grip, addiction, let God in, coping mechanisms deal, that just makes me feel like the more vulnerable you are, the more honest you are, the more truthful you are, just the more open that you are, I feel like the more that people will be receptive to you. You know what I mean? Instead of like, and I don't think that you're going to write it like this, but this is just an example. Instead of being like, now listen, motherfuckers, this is how this is going to go. Right? I don't think you're going to say it like that. Right. But if you're open and you're honest and you're vulnerable, I feel like that's how people are gonna be the most receptive. I hope that helps. I'm wishing you the best of luck. I hope you and your son are okay. Oh my god, is it that time, India? Wow. Okay, India, let's see. Ooh, love that. Quick, speedy healing is what I think with that Wheel of Fortune. I think it's going to go like this. The Wheel of Fortune is like easy peasy, breezy, beautiful girl, whatever it's called, right? Wheel of Fortune is like things go in your favor. And I feel like with that Six of Swords, it's in, it's out, you're moving along, you're healing very quickly. I feel like that looks very positive for you. So try not to sweat it too much. You got like one of the most positive cards in the deck. So I really wouldn't sweat it, India. Ashley B, who is she really? Hidden intentions. Not sure if I should leave. Who is she for real? The Six of Cups. What are her intentions with Ashley? The Eight of Wands in reverse. So I only pull 2 cards. But who she truly is, the Six of Cups. This is somebody who's probably quite nostalgic. This person may have a lot of gifts. This person may have a very sweet, loving inner child. Believe it or not. I don't know what you think about her. But I think that she's very nostalgic. She may be very playful. I also feel like this person has a lot of depth to them because that's Sun in Scorpio. Now, her intentions, it's hard to say. The Eight of Wands in reverse can be somebody who is, you know, saying shit out of their ass or trying to force something in a way, like especially when it comes to communication, or it can be an intention to get her point across in a way that may be unbecoming. It can also be somebody who has an intent on blocking another person, whether that's psychologically, emotionally, or actually block communication. But the Eight of Wands in reverse can be like, maybe I'm just not going to say anything. So a lack of communication, or we're forcing someone else to believe something or forcing an opinion down somebody else's throat. So it's kind of hard to say. Maybe get a personal on Hypsee or something like that. Thanks a lot, Ashley. Yeah, India, that looks really, really great for you. Anyway, you guys, I love you. Have a great, great evening. I hope life is treating you well. God bless you. Eat your vegetables. And thanks a lot, Kenneth. I appreciate that. Shout out to my mods, of course. And Rick, thank you so much for always dropping that always dropping those timestamps. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna get out of here.